Sehr gut. Sehr gut.
I'm a time traveler from the year 2025, and I've come here to kill you, Hitler.
Oh, not again. I'm never gonna have enough time to finish these paintings with all of these time travelers trying to kill me.
Well, I'm going to succeed.
Before you pull the trigger, can I just ask why? Why do all of you people want to kill me?
Isn't it obvious? I'm a progressive, a liberal, a fighter for social justice. And you are a fascist who implemented a reign of terror. And while the effects of your policies devastated the world for decades, soon we will be able to take back the White House, and we will be able to use the government to force people to follow our great ideas.
You want to use government power to force your ideas on the populace. Me too! That's fantastic!
What? No. Ugh. You and I have nothing in common. What I'm saying is there are people in our time with dangerous ideas, and we need to silence them.
Silencing those who disagree with you. I do that too! Oh, wunderbar! Oh, the Nazi movement will not die with me.
Don't give me that! I'm enlightened, and you're as bad as... well, as Hitler. Listen, what I'm trying to say is we are very close to implementing a utopia, as long as we can get rid of some certain undesirable people groups.
Yes, like the Jews.
Yes, like the Jews. Oh.
So, in the future,
Oh.
you also do not like the Jews?
Well, no. But we don't believe in segregating all the races like you do. I mean, except for, like, graduation ceremonies. And dorms. And hiring practices. Oh, and admissions policies. That sort of thing.
I too am a fan of the segregation. I'm sorry, I have to ask, is this a real firearm or is this some kind of toy for kids?
It's a flare gun. I'm trying not to support America's toxic gun culture. I'm a firm believer in gun control.
Gun control! This was one of my ideas too. Ban them from the undesirables. Yes, look here. Oh, and your shirt. This is an organization founded by Margaret Sanger. Yes?
Wait, you know about Margaret Sanger?
Jawohl, of course. Oh, she's such a lovely person.
No. She's a fighter for reproductive rights, for women's empowerment,
And the eradication of undesirable populations by means of eugenics. Brilliant lady, very inspiring. I must use some of her ideas in our socialized healthcare system.
Socialized healthcare? That's not your thing. That's our thing.
No, it's very much my thing. Did you know that Nazi means National Socialist German Workers' Party? Nazi is just more catchy. Nazi. Just rolls off the tongue.
No. This can't be true. This has to be some sort of mistake. We are nothing alike. You're Adolf Hitler, evil right-wing fascist dictator, and I'm a feminist restorative justice advocate. And a vegetarian.
You're a vegetarian? Me too!
Okay, I am so confused right now. I came here with a clear goal in mind to kill the most evil man who I've ever lived. Besides Ronald Reagan. But now that I'm meeting you in person, you're not at all what I thought you were. And your painting is actually really good. What do you call it?
I call it Ein Reich ohne Juden.
Wow. I don't know what that means, but it sounds beautiful.
It does, doesn't it?
Hey guys, welcome to the program. Lift a finger and share this right now. We're going to have an interesting program. We're going to be talking about something that's going around that 1/3 of Generation Z has died. Wow. Have you heard that? Have you seen this going around? We're going to actually fact check it, try to understand what it's talking about. do me a favor, please. Would you rumble? Will you share? Will you subscribe to this program? Make sure you follow me on Twitter as well. Remember, you can watch me on Rumble and Getter and Twitter and DLive and YouTube and Instagram. Many different places to join the program. But my base broadcast is always here on Rumble, right? Rumble.com/Jovan Hutton Pulitzer. Today's program is brought to you by the fine folks at Goldco. Here's what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you just to go to JovanLovesGold.com and request your free gold and silver kit today, because now is the time to protect your money, especially if you have a 401k, IRA, or retirement and savings account. You know, if you had a bad winter storm or something and it knocks out a roof, maybe a tree with ice fell on your car, insurance won't replace it. You want to reach into your retirement, get it replaced. Maybe you just want a kid to go to school, right? Pay tuition. Some of you are going to get dinged, penalized 50% for pulling that money out. You need to understand how this works. And so if you have a 401k, an IRA, a retirement savings account, please get with the people I partner with at Goldco. I'm a client as well. Go to JovanLovesGold.com and get your free gold and silver kit today. And by the way, you might qualify to get a big wad of silver, up to $10,000 in silver if your account qualifies. And being the holiday season, I know it's stressful. It can be. We've got this promotion going on. I want to make sure that you have the information and you're aware of it, and aware of the fine folks at CB Distillery, folks. In fact, I could just sit here and say, read chat. Why could I do that? Because so many people in our program are customers of the fine folks at CB Distillery, and they use it and they get incredible results, just like I have in my own life. Ask. They'll tell you. The website's on the screen, cbdistillery.com. Use promo code RUMBLE, get 25% off, because there's a lot of stress around the holidays. Maybe you get some for mom, stocking stuffer. Maybe your fitness friends, a roll-on stick, or for better sleep, or just gummies so you're walking around humming. Put some calm in your life. These folks do everything with premium quality, clean ingredients, no fillers, no artificial anything. And they got 2 million customers and 100% money back guarantee. Something you can feel good about giving and feel good after getting. That's what it is. Use your promo code RUMBLE. It's not my name, promo code RUMBLE. Save 25% off your entire purchase. Visit cbdistillery.com, promo code RUMBLE. That's cbdistillery.com, promo code RUMBLE, cbdistillery.com. A few states have a few considerations when it comes to this. You'll find out when you go to the site. They'll help you understand some certain ones, just odd ones. Can't be sent into your state. Okay, we're going to be talking about some crap. And to remind you, this is the time of the year to get your stuff together, to get ready, to take care of yourself. That's why we did the Food Forest Bible. Sustainable, self-managing, natural food production. To be self-sufficient, self-security. You plan it, P-L-A-N, in cold times like this. So when you get ready to plant, you plant it a different way. This one's unique. It's not a regular garden. It's one that will keep on providing for you decades and or centuries and go on. Don't fall for the trick they've done online where they cloned my ebook. That's why you don't get ebooks from me anymore. They hacked them, cloned them, did their own version, stuck crap in. It's not the high quality one that we have. And we show you how to do it with fruits, by the way. And if you don't want to dig or weed like most people, we show you how to do that. Okay, the crap we're going to be talking about today is something that's going around right now. It is possible that 1/3 of Generation Z, right, has passed away. Have you heard this? Share this program. We're going to talk about it. We'll get started right after this.
Not fixing 2020 will damn our nation forever. The historic Maricopa County full forensic audit effort processed 20,895,610 digital and forensic images of varying formats, resulted in 208 million individual evidence-proof files. The system processed over 58 billion forensic measurements, resulting in over 2 trillion individual base computations. No hopium, no hype, just hardcore forensic evidence. Please make sure the Maricopa County Full Forensic Audit Archives survive. Donate now. So if you want what happened in the 2020 election fixed, then please donate to protect and secure this historic evidence. We can't do it without you. We need you. America needs you. Our future needs you. Please donate now.
Warning. The following program has been rated Dilligaff and is intended for open-minded audiences. If the truth offends you, or if you are allergic to focused intensity, intellectual athleticism, or the occasional F-bomb or even irreverent humor, please switch off now. If your delicate sensibilities need to be worried about or addressed, might we recommend the Underwater Basket Weaving channel to you? Otherwise, sit back, enjoy the wisdom, insight, and wicked sense of humor.
Cut the crap. How many times a day do you want to say that to politicians, the elite, the loony liberals, the fake news media, and the gender-confused, emotional socialist snowflake crowd? Cut the crap is your secret weapon for fighting for our freedoms and our great republic. It all begins with a massive mental enema, freeing you from the toxic news and politically correct views, which constipate your consciousness with stinking thinking. Your host, Jovan Hutton Pulitzer. He's known for calling out politicians and telling them to cut the crap. You've seen him on virtually every television network and listened to him on Coast to Coast Radio. And now he's here to help you learn to fight for America. Culture, race, and American politics. They all have one thing in common. They all need to cut the crap. Now, here's your host, Jovan Hutton Pulitzer.
Okay, guys, this is going to be an interesting program. I came across this and I thought, holy smokes, when I saw this number fly across my desk saying or referring to that 1/3 of Generation Z is already dead. In case you don't know, here's the time windows. Generation Z are for those that have a birth year of 1997 through 2012. So it's that age range that is between 13 and 28. Those are Gen Zers. And I saw this and I thought, kind of, holy smokes. Let me show you just a little bit to get started.
If I told you that 1/3 of Gen Z has already passed away.
Wow.
Oh. Could you guess what that cause is?
Gun violence? Yeah, I'd have to say gun violence. Vehicular accidents.
Probably something to do with like social media, like mental health, maybe suicide.
Mental health issues.
Yeah, that's what came to mind first.
Do you mean like suicide? Or?
Yeah.
Suicide. Suicide?
I know there's a lot of mental health struggles, so maybe suicide.
So there's a lot of opinions out there about what this is. Now, you got to hand it to Gen Z and Gen Alpha. I don't know why they call the newest generation Gen Alpha. I'm not 100% sure. We have a lot of alphas in that mix, but only time will tell because they're only about 12 years old right now. When I think of Gen Z, I think of all the incredible wisdom and logic they possess.
Guns don't kill people, people kill people.
Well, of course. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. I mean, you know that, right? That's common sense logic. But was this a Gen Zer sharing logic? No, it's a Gen Zer pushing back on our logic that guns kill people. Let's see if you can follow. I don't know if I can say her. I don't know.
Guns don't kill people, people kill people. Okay, in that case, bread doesn't make sandwiches, people make sandwiches. Cars don't drive people to work. People drive people to work.
In that case, bread doesn't make sandwiches. People make sandwiches. In that case, cars don't drive people to work. People drive.
Guns don't kill people. People kill people. Okay, in that case, bread doesn't make sandwiches. People make sandwiches. Cars don't drive people to work. People drive people to work.
Planes don't fly people. People fly people. And planes, you're right. That's just so fucking stupid. I got to play it again.
Guns don't kill people. People kill people. Okay, in that case, bread doesn't make sandwiches. People make sandwiches. Cars don't drive people to work. People drive people to work.
I only play that because it makes this a little more believable, don't you think? But you got to understand that marketing and crap does this too to us, right? We live in a society that even our marketing and promotions are wonky. I'll show you a little bit of this.
When the Bible says that the entire world is under the control of the evil one, 1 John 5:19, that means that the entire world is under the control of the evil one, and that includes the food industry. Drink at your own risk. Liquid Death hires witch doctor to hex its water. But don't worry, guys, it's just a marketing scheme. They don't stop there, though. As a part of their marketing scheme, Liquid Death water brand offered to buy customers' souls, even offers contract to put satanic deal in writing. Upon arrival,
Hires a witch doctor to hex your drink, Liquid Death. I do know they do have some side effects. I have studied this. Gen Z is enamored with that product, and there are some side effects. Right?
It feels impossible for me to make this video for some reason because it's so emotionally charged right now, but I have to tell you some of the good things that are happening. I've been talking to my doctors and my therapist a lot about how I am more of a woman than I initially anticipated. I don't know.
He's excited because he's more of a woman than he initially anticipated. Let me ask you a question before we get into why a third of Gen Z might be dead. Do you know what the one absolute requirement of a trans woman is? What is the absolute requirement to be a trans woman? It's absolutely required to be mental. No. What's the absolute requirement that you must have in order to be a woman? Trans woman. Yeah, you got to have a penis. When you really break it down, if you are going to be a trans man, if you are absolutely a trans man, the requirement comes with you must have a vagina. That's true. If you're going to be a trans woman, you must have a penis. Facts don't matter. But let me show you this Zer, because he's happy he's more than a woman than I ever knew. Thanks to my therapist and my mom.
It feels impossible for me to make this video for some reason because it's so emotionally charged right now, but I have to tell you some of the good things that are happening. I've been talking to my doctors and my therapist a lot about how I am more of a woman than I initially anticipated. I don't know why that feels like such a
I do have to interrupt. You know, it's a funny thing, me growing up in South Texas. No offense to the Mexican population that I grew up with, great people. You know, I went to school with kids in elementary school that could already grow a mustache. It was embarrassing. Some of them, girls. I mean, come on, just, you know, extra hair. I think we've evolved when we see this one. Now you have to worry about not women with mustaches, but women with goatees, shadows.
It feels impossible for me to make this video for some reason because it's so emotionally charged right now, but I have to tell you some of the good things that are happening. I've been talking to my doctors and my therapist a lot about how I am more of a woman than I initially anticipated. I don't know why that feels like such a huge thing to say. I don't want to leave behind anybody in the non-binary community. I will never forego that label. It will always feel like something accurate to me. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Why is this such a big thing? I have felt more of a call than ever to get in touch with who I truly am. And it's just coming out as a woman every single time I see myself in the future. I see myself as a woman, as a mother. I see myself turning into my mom. The good parts and the parts I don't want to turn into. Like, I'm sure we can all relate to that. Oh God, this is such a disaster. I wanted to make a happy video. I swear to God, this is good. I had my first, where are my glasses? I can't even see you. This is going horribly. Sit there for a second. I had my first appointment where I switched from estrogen pills to injections, and it was so emotional. I looked at the nurse and I was sobbing. She's a friend of mine, and I said, I feel like me for like the first time, and I don't know why. I feel like I keep having all these new moments of discovery, and it is not a coincidence that it's happening in this political moment. I know that for a fact. Because I am digging my heels in as hard as I can to the transness that everyone hates, because I want, as I always say, I want to love us twice as hard as they hate us, and sometimes that starts with myself. I had my first laser hair removal appointment the other day, which is something I never thought I was going to say, but now all of a sudden I look at my face and I'm dysphoric as fuck about it. And you know what? Off it goes. These have really grown. Honestly, I love them, and so do all the boys in this neighborhood. So. As our bodily autonomy as trans people is being stripped away, I feel a sense of survivor's guilt having these euphoric experiences. I understand that it is a product of my privilege, of my thinness, of my whiteness, of the fact that I have a savings account now I didn't used to. Please understand that when I'm telling you this, the privilege of having these experiences is not lost on me. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I want everybody else to have them. I want my joy to be witnessed so it doesn't get taken away from other people. Every trans person deserves this kind of joy. Every trans person deserves access to medical care. Every trans person deserves to be loved by the world and the community that they live in. It feels so weird to be having these wins right now. And also, it is the thing that is giving me hope. So I hope that I can impart that to you so that you can continue fighting for people like me, because I just want a whole world of happy trans people crying about how great their latest HRT appointment went. I just want us all to be okay. So thanks for watching this disaster of a video. I love you. I'm gonna go wash my face because it is full of salt. Love you, I love you, I love you. I am reminding myself that joy is resistance, and I'm reminding you too.
I know what you were thinking, and I know how you reacted when he said all the boys in the neighborhood love his puppies. What? So let me get this straight. He's shooting up, and the drugs make him feel good. What? Okay, there's Gen Z, so you understand Gen Z. There's Gen Z in a nut. I was going to say nutshell, but that might be nutless. There's Gen Z. Okay, so the topic of this program is supposedly 1/3 of Gen Z has died. And I love anything that makes you think. No, I don't want to make you think about his puppies and the boys in the neighborhood smashing his puppies or anything like that. But here's Gen Z again as we get started. Okay. I was excited when I was a young kid when my shop teacher let me use the spot welder, right? And I won a competition for designing a spot well and a rabbit feeder, and ultimately got a design patent on it that my shop teacher let me get. It was cool. I wanted like a state competition, but I never thought about it. I could be happy because I'm so happy. Wasn't that a Saturday Night Live skit? I'm so happy I could be a Let's Go. Dita Sprockets? Maybe this is Dita Sprockets' children. Hi! Okay. Remind you who Gen Zers are. Okay? Gen Zers are individuals that are born between 1997 and 2012. Reflection of, predominantly they're Obamites. Bush Obamites. Abominable. Hey. Okay. Let's watch this street interview. I will let it play through, and it will get to the meat of the meat that no longer exists.
Would you be surprised if I told you that 1/3 of Gen Z has already passed away?
Wow.
Oh. Could you guess what that cause is?
Gun violence? Yeah, I'd have to say gun violence, vehicular accidents.
Probably something to do with like social media, like mental health, maybe suicide.
Mental health issues. Yeah, that's what came to mind first.
Do you mean like suicide? Or?
Yeah.
Suicide. Suicide?
I know there's a lot of mental health struggles, so maybe suicide.
Cancer? I'm gonna go with cancer. Maybe obesity, diabetes, or disease.
Just before we get started, I want to put in chat, what do you think is what has taken the most life of Gen Zers? You think it's medical reasons? The jab? Getting jabbed the way our little Sweetness with her goatee gets jabbed by the boys in the neighborhood? What do you think is the number one leading killer of Gen Z? Or somebody said bioweapon shots, food additives, suicide, drugs. Okay. We'll see. Walking into potholes when talking on the phone. That's a good one. Let's find out what this is.
Told you that 1/3 of Gen Z has already passed away.
Wow.
Oh. Could you guess what that cause is?
Gun violence? Yeah, I'd have to say gun violence, vehicular accidents.
Probably something to do with like social media, like mental health, maybe suicide.
Mental health issues. Yeah, that's what came to mind first.
Do you mean like suicide? Or?
Yeah.
Suicide. Suicide?
I know there's a lot of mental health struggles, so maybe suicide.
Cancer? I'm gonna go with cancer. Maybe obesity, diabetes, or diseases in a sense, yeah. Poor healthcare, starvation.
What generation are you guys?
I think we're Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Gen Z, yeah.
What year were you born?
1999.
I think you made the cutoff for Gen Z.
Yeah.
All right. What if I told you that 1/3 of your generation, Gen Z, has actually already passed away?
I would believe that, actually.
What do you think it would be from?
Drug use? Drug use?
Like weed or something.
Drugs, alcohol. Fentanyl. Drugs. Probably drug overdoses.
What if I told you that
We've had a lot of guesses. People say a combination of the above. What is it?
1 in 3 members of Gen Z has been aborted?
Oh, that's wow. I did not know that was like.
Now, don't stop yet. Don't stop because it's abortion. Don't stop because it's abortion. I have it on good advice. It's eating Track Dot and going to a website called Track Dot. No. Yeah, I know you're thinking, holy smoly, hang on. The numbers are going to astound you, but maybe not in the way you think. I'm going to ask you not to turn away. Do not turn away, because there's an incredible lesson to learn here.
Leading cause.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I didn't even think about that.
That's not super surprising, though.
Would you be surprised if I told you that 1 in 3 members of Gen Z has actually been aborted? Does that surprise you at all?
Yes.
Yes?
Not really that surprising because many young girls who get pregnant by accident abort their unborn babies.
Whether it's right or wrong, they're gonna make their choice and they'll live with it.
Or not live with it, I guess, if you're killed. But I'd be surprised if I told you it was through abortion.
Through abortion? Wow. You said 1 out of every 3?
Yeah.
Seems high.
What do you think about that number? Should it be lower, higher, about the same?
I feel like it should be lower, shouldn't it?
Why is that?
Less deaths. Like,
Yeah.
we need to save lives, like, keep people here, stop eliminating them, you know?
Do you think that number should be lower, higher, should stay the same?
Lower.
What would be the ideal number, do you think?
Ooh. 20.
20% or 20 abortions?
20%.
So you think 20% of your generation being killed would be all right?
No.
So maybe even lower?
0%.
Oh, okay. All right, 0%.
Even if you're in a lower socioeconomic standard, or if you're going to be struggling to bring up more people, you know, they're going to have no food, they're going to be poor, they're going to be living out of their car, whatever. You really got to toss up and see, would that option be better than, you know, killing the child? So again, I think for every situation it is play by play, and again, I don't necessarily have an opinion on each because there's always a right and wrong answer for both sides.
You used the phrase killing the child, and you said that would be potentially better in some circumstances than having a difficult quality of life.
I wouldn't say killing a child
No,
is
that is
better.
what you said,
did.
yeah.
That's
You know,
exactly
killing
what
a child. Yeah, okay, all right. Well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying some people's opinions might be that. I never said that was my opinion. I'm saying that some people might see that to be better.
Do you think it's killing someone?
Again, I don't really know too much about it. I'm not going to comment on that personally. I don't know. I don't study abortions, to be honest with you. So again, I don't know any information about how the child's developed or anything along those lines.
I mean, we do have some information. Could I just show you a photo of development?
Nah, I'm
It's
sweet.
you just mentioned that the reason that you didn't have a full opinion is you were uninformed, and so
Yeah.
I'm just offering you some information.
Fair enough. That's a good point. I think I'd rather just be uninformed at the moment. Yeah.
Bingo.
So you're not interested in just seeing any medical information about fetal development,
To give you my opinion, that's all I'll give.
but even though it's uninformed.
Yeah, I'm happy to admit that.
And personally, this might not sound good or bad, but I personally don't care what people do. So like if someone gets an abortion, I'm doing me. You know
If they kill their 1-year-old, do you care? Because, I mean, you're doing you.
Honestly, if someone kills their 1-year-old, that's terrible, but like, I'm still doing me. I'm not going to let that affect my life.
Do you think that abortion is killing an innocent person?
Can you say narcissist?
No comment.
Look at his girlfriend
Why is that?
side-eyeing him.
Because I don't think there's a right or wrong. I don't think I have the knowledge to speak on this subject. It's just more of so.
But do you think right or wrong generally, or just about this issue?
Explain what you mean.
Or I'm just asking, like, do you think there's no right or wrong with like everything, or just with this specific issue? Like, if I said, is it okay to murder a 1-year-old, would you say that would you think that's wrong?
Personally, yeah.
Okay, all right. So it's not that you don't believe in right or wrong generally. It's just specifically about abortion. Is that true, or correct me? I'm trying to understand. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. So tell me if I'm getting something wrong.
Right or wrong? Let's see. Still no comment.
Okay.
Life is just what it is. Everyone has free choice. You know, like people can go kill someone if they want. I'm not saying it's good, but they can do that. And whatever happens, happens. So be it. Like, I wouldn't hope for that. But
Why not?
Because I'm an empathist.
An empath?
I'm an empath, yeah. So I care a lot about people. I don't want to see people get hurt. I feel really bad when people get hurt.
Okay, so does that mean you feel bad when they are aborted?
Maybe if I personally know them. Like, I don't feel bad right now if someone just got aborted right now. I mean, that's their choice.
Well, you're an empath.
You know what I mean? So what?
Well, I was just trying to make sure I understood what you were saying. You said you're an
I see a
empath and you feel bad
breakup
when
in
people
their
get hurt.
future.
So I
You're
was just
so
saying,
right.
if they're hurt through abortion, does that also
He's going, fuck this idiot, dude.
I don't know you. Like I just mentioned, someone just got aborted again.
The
I'm not gonna
girlfriend's
sit here and, like, cry
rethinking
about
this.
it. Like,
you said you're
weed.
empathetic towards people being harmed. I think it's, arguable that you could make the case that a child's being harmed during an abortion.
See her looking at this guy?
Okay, I got one more word and then I'm gonna walk.
Okay.
Watch her face. Get ready.
Like Lil Yachty said, F them kids. And that's that.
Yeah. She's rethinking this. He's an empath. He should see the breakup coming in the future. This little girl is going, holy schmoly, what the hell have I got myself into? Yeah, you got the worst end of the Gen Zers with no responsibility and a narcissist.
Are you serious? We've talked to a lot of men who have said that they don't think they can have an opinion on this issue because they're men. What's your response to that?
I think those men are weak.
I mean, I know there's the my body, my choice thing, But then, like, at the same time, like, the abortion, I feel like the abortion wouldn't be possible. It's like a two-party thing. Like, it's men and women have to come together for that to happen.
I personally, if I were in a situation, I don't think I would go through an abortion, but I also know that there's a lot of situations that people go through that are really difficult, and so it's like not really good for me to make a judgment on that, you know?
I think we should definitely try to get the numbers lower, especially, like, in my opinion, I don't think you should be trying to have kids if you're not ready for kids, or doing activities that, like, could warrant having kids. So I think you should be, like, better prepared instead.
What would you say men's responsibility is?
To stop watching porn so much, stop making sex so casual, and to make sure if you're going to have sex, make sure it's under marriage, under God's eyes, and it will eliminate a lot of abortions. It really will. It would probably eliminate pretty much all of them.
There is some wisdom out there. And you saw that cute little girl look at him like, what? So, yeah, he probably broke up 2 hours later from that. She said, hit the road, dude. And I guarantee you, as an empath, he didn't see that coming. And she realized she's not going to allow him to see any coming anymore. You get my point? Now we're going to get to the hard issue of why I even did this. If I just gave you the years of 2000 to 2005, 2000 to 2005. Now you have to understand this in relative terms to impact on society, if that's okay. Okay? Relative terms of how does it impact society. So if I gave you the years of 2000 to 2005, don't overshoot it. How many abortions do you think occurred in the United States of America, according to official records, between 2000 and 2005? Put it in chat. How many abortions do you think occurred in the United States of America, right, between 2000 and 2005? Anybody want to guess? Let's see what we got. And we'll do real guesses. We're only talking United States of America. Some say 20 million. Some said 1 million. One said 3 million, 10 million, 300,000, millions, 30 million, 7 million, etc. Okay. The actual number, again, I want you to understand cause and effect and impact. The actual numbers between 2020 and 2025 would erase Hawaii, Oregon, and West Virginia out of existence and people. Or maybe Alabama, New Hampshire, and Wyoming. Or maybe Maryland, Vermont, and Wyoming. Or Alaska, North Dakota, and Wisconsin. It would completely obliterate those states. There was about 7.5 million abortions between 2020 and 2025. Now, the reason I'm giving it to you in the state combination numbers, listen for your state, these are trios, okay? If I didn't want to do it in trios, if I just looked at the United States of America, period, because I want you to understand scale, okay? We're talking about scale at the moment. I'm using the baseline of abortion in the United States of America. I'm using the years of 2020 to 2000 to 2005. There were enough abortions between 2000 and 2005 to eliminate the following states in totality: West Virginia, Maine, Rhode Island, Alaska, Delaware, South Dakota, Vermont, and Wyoming. All of those states would be zero population, right? I just put it to you in those terms so you understand. Zero population. Now, you don't actually have to worry about those states Because for West Virginia, Maine, Rhode Island, Alaska, Delaware, South Dakota, Vermont, Wyoming, if they got totally wiped out for a population, if we take the first 1 year of the Biden administration, he 100% replaced them with illegals. This is why this lesson is about the relevant scale of what's going on. The relevant scale of what's going on. And that's a big number. Which makes me think about this whole replacement theory. We're killing more than we're letting in illegally. Biden administration backwards. Wow. Like, holy shit. Various countries in the world right now are facing an interesting phenomenon. The phenomenon is their death rates are now superseding by significant number their birth rates. Some countries are on a telemetry that if that stays the same, and you're right, it's some twisted crap when you really think about it, some twisted crap, right? While super low IQ, get on the system people get brought into our country. Although there is some wisdom out there that's finally circulating amongst liberals, I guess they're trying to be biblical in nature and sound smart. So they're, have campaigns that, like, if you teach a man to fish, you can feed him for life. But if you always give the man somebody else's fish, they will vote for you for life. It's pretty sad, isn't it? But that was 2000 to 2005. There are countries that are on the way that if their death rate continues with the fast declining birth rate, which is something Elon teaches about all the time, they're gone. Their native population, Italy, gone, over in 20 years. It's over. There are no true native Italians in the sense of genealogy throughout history being the native people. It's over. I just want you to think about that for a minute. See, I think these things go hand in hand. Now, given that, if I just took, 2000 to 2024. 2000 to 2024. And looked at how many abortions, ironically, the illegals through the gates kept up with this via the Biden administration in a very short window. But if I just took 2020 through 2024, here's the states that would have been aborted if an abortion equaled the population. We'll do them in 5 state combos. We would have no Indiana, no Maine, no North Dakota, no Oklahoma, and no Pennsylvania. No Colorado, another 5 states. We'd have no Colorado, no Georgia, no Montana, no North Dakota, and no Tennessee. No Colorado, Minnesota, Rhode Island, South Carolina, and Washington. Those are the 5 state combos. If we went for the big states, it would completely wipe out Colorado and New York. It would completely wipe out Colorado, and New York. I want you to think about that a minute. Hold on one second. The number is, just so you know, the number you need to know is the number of abortions that were conducted between 2020 and 2024. 26,300,000. 26,300,000. That's a strong number. And we're really the only country that actually promotes it and says it's part of guaranteed health care. So you have to understand, it's just like elections. They use all kinds of devious ways to do it. All kinds. It's not just one way. It is all a plan to get to the end of what they need to do. They don't rely on one way to get there. They rely on multiple ways to get there. They know that only a certain extent of all of it's going to get through. But when you look at the combination, okay, you see how drastic this is. Now, abortion is bad enough. But if you just want to understand and you look at liberal logic, the liberals will tell you we have too many people on the planet. We cannot feed them. We need to reduce our child fingerprint. Now, if that was the case, if that was actually the case, and you heard President Trump talk about the 25 million illegals that are let in, that number's been adjusted now. It's up to 25 million illegals in the Biden administration, 25 million. In one breath, they say we have too many people, we got to reduce our population, but yet they bring 25 million illegals here. You can always audit their words. You can always audit them against fact. If you stand alone on the single phrases, then they might, with people that don't dig, do some logic, right? They go, oh, well, that kind of makes sense. And let's see, well, that kind of makes sense. But I want you to think about that. I want you to think about the impact of this. But you've got to go further. It's bad enough as it is. It's bad enough as it is. If you see some of these things that polling wise, it's horrid and you should be put in jail if you do abortions. Have you ever seen that? Of puppies or kittens. If somebody takes a pregnant dog or cat in, specifically a dog, they take a pregnant dog in because they don't want the puppies. And the vet aborts the puppies. Right? They don't consider that the same as human abortion because what they want is they want prosecutions. You turn the tables on them and you ask them about, well, what about humans? And then it's a completely different thing. And that's where the brainwash comes in. Hang on to 1 second. And I watch these, and I would show you more. But what's the difference? See, when you're born a human in the United States, they really don't necessarily have a lot of control unless your parents are already a radical liberal, right? And of course, the United States is still predominantly conservative. Now, they're going to radicalize you by getting into the schools, and they're certainly going to do it. You got to have a college education. They're going to get you in college. what you're seeing is a leapfrog event. And they're right. They're not waiting. And so kill them, and we're going to bring in military-aged males. This is why they are ignoring Muslims in the cities that are murdering people, raping people, and getting away with them. Yes, abortion is a business to them, but we got to set that aside. I want to give you cause and effect. All of it is connected together. Every bit of this is connected together for the grand plan. Yes, they've turned it into a multi-billion-dollar business. That's only one aspect of it. They've turned abortion into it's a healthcare right, it's a civil right, etc. Okay? And so they're getting more young Americans, the youngest Americans, wiped out so they don't have to deal with them. Then when you look at their replacing those same numbers that they say, well, we got to reduce anyway, they're replacing them with illegals, but they're militant, primarily Islamic, radicalized people. Those people are coming in. And so now why aren't they policing? Why aren't they policing BLM or Antifa or even the Muslims? Why do they turn their head on Muslims' rape of young girls, but putting people in jail for posting something on Instagram? It's a very simple philosophy you have to understand. And you should take it very personal. You know why? They're doing it to piss you off. You do understand that. There is a point in time that all of this is going to boil over by not prosecuting Muslims for actual crimes, killing people, raping people, running out in the streets with their machetes. The reason they're not prosecuting it is they need you to lose your cool, get out your guns, and get in the street and go to war. That is all the system cares about. All of this is a recipe. 100% of this is a recipe. 100%. And it is a recipe designed for you to piss you off so that you finally break and you finally go rogue and you say enough is enough and you give in and you give the weapons away for everybody else. It's not going to take a lot of people to do. They're pushing it in cities right now. If they can get you to pop your lid, or you listen to bullshit people, we got to get 30,000 people and go bust Tina Peters out of prison. It's all a game. They're all pushing you to the same place. You got conservative people telling you, well, the military, the Navy SEALs got to go in and spring Tina Peters. And we got to get 30,000 men in Colorado. We got to go down to the prison and get Tina Peters out. It's the same thing if they're saying we're not going to prosecute Muslims or gangs for shooting, but if you say something online, you're going to jail. It's the same end result, and they always push both sides because they need you to lose control. They need you to lose control. All of this lawlessness is not a liberal issue. It is a global control issue. All of the things that we see happening in the media, all these horrible numbers, all these things going on, only need to get one place. Lose your cool, we head to civil war. If we give them civil war, because they need chaos, we're done for, and we will have done it ourselves. Why? They can play the long game and wait it out. And traditionally, conservatives can't. Now, do you understand why everything in our society has accelerated towards immediate gratification? They need you making snap judgments. They need you emotional. They need to standardize and institutionalize rioting and picketing. They need you to make snap decisions, because in that snap decisions, we're going to lose the whole thing. And it's just like I told you with all the Dems in 2016 when President Trump went in there, said, it's the machines, and it was the Dems. Damned if we don't turn around and say the same thing in 2020. It's the machines, it's the machines, it's the machines. Same thing happened. Nobody goes to jail because it's all misdemeanor. And that's why they don't focus on the paper, because it's felony. And the whole system will go down with racketeering, RICO. That's where they can't go. So they keep pushing us. And you're, honestly, I'm telling you, you're a damn fool if you keep on listening to these conservative people and broadcasters that are telling you, you got to get your guns. You got to get your guns. We got to get in the street. They are in on it. It is no random chance that Tina Peters is in prison. Because if you could be non-emotional about it, you will understand what the system did. They picked the perfect candidate in a red state, in a red county that's predominantly red, attractive, educated, tough woman, husband infirmed and ultimately passed, a son who was a Navy SEAL dead, Gold Star mom. They needed that. They chose her. Because what happens is you just think about Tina Peters being in prison and you completely forget she was targeted and chosen. You will get emotional about Tina Peters. You understand? You will get emotional about her. But you fail to see that because they tell you they're on the conservative side. It is all the exact same system and the exact same technique. They're so smart, they are not going to rely on any one way. They are not going to rely on any one party. It's a uniparty. They're going to trigger you either way. You're getting it from both sides. And that's why when you post Free Tina Peters, all of these trolls come in and say, fuck her, she's in jail, she gets it. Folks, we are in the midst of a massive psychological war. I used abortion so you could understand what's really at stake. It is all designed to wear us down. I am so concerned for my fellow citizens that can't even see that the Dems, right? The Dems said when Trump got in, it was the machines. And what did they say? It was foreign countries. It was the machines and it was foreign countries. And what do we have now? It's the machines and CIA whistleblowers, and it was foreign countries. Can you not see that's the same story? Now, you know why they do that? Why all of this goes on this way? For one simple reason. So you don't wake up and absolutely fucking realize it was our own country that did it to us. It was our own politicians and leaders that did it to us. That's the bottom line, folks. And that's why in all of this mess, they want to keep it on the misdemeanor side, that nobody goes to jail, get a few little slapping hands, but they completely stay away from the felony side because you get widespread, you get RICO, and they all go down. All of them are covering for all of them. Every bit of this is coordinated. Yes, abortion is horrific. But the same people that tell you, we got too many people on the planet, and it's not responsible, and it's not this, and it's not this, and it's not this. And we got to reduce, and we're consuming too much, are the same people that open the floodgates and bring in the illegals. That's why they say, teach a man to fish, he'll feed himself for life. Give a man somebody else's fish all the time, they'll vote for you for life. It's designed to get you and your IQ as a thinking human out of the way and get a better form of slave to get the system to where it needs to go. Share this program. I love you all.
Our courts are based on clear and convincing evidence. Want convictions? Want justice? For what happened in the 2020 election? Then we need your help. Not fixing 2020 will damn our nation forever. The decision you make in the next few moments could decide whether we ever get our elections fixed or not. Here's why. Trump campaign and allies filed 64 different lawsuits. They all went down in flames. 100% of these cases were presented on "It's the machines," or "The machines changed the votes," or "The voting company executive said he would make sure Donald J. Trump would not win." They all went down in flames. Why? You can't bring theories to court as evidence. No supposed Zoom call or 6-degree polynomial math theory or census data is or ever will be proof of fraud. You can't bring theories to court as evidence. Here's why. In both civil and criminal law, the side making a claim carries the burden of proof, and prosecutors must prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Without physical or otherwise verifiable evidence, a case cannot meet this high threshold. Physical evidence is the key. The question is, did anyone get relevant, reliable, provable, testable, and duplicatable evidence of what really happened in the 2020 general election? And the answer is yes, absolutely. The full forensic audit of Maricopa County, Arizona is the only evidence-gathering work which gathered relevant, reliable, provable, testable, and duplicatable evidence of what really happened in the 2020 general election. Evidence so damning that the system, the deep state, and those who pull the strings of this country have fought to keep it hidden and have hoped to have it be forgotten to time. Almost $3 million invested in time, funds, and efforts to unlock that which the system wanted hidden. But now, that evidence is in danger of being lost forever. So if you want what happened in the 2020 election fixed, then we need your help. Please donate to protect and secure this historic evidence. With the 2026 midterms coming up, the system is going to try to lame duck President Trump and then most likely introduce new impeachment proceedings. This is the evidence which will help win the war which is surely to come. We need to keep Maricopa County full forensic investigation and archive secure and ongoing. So if you want what happened in the 2020 election fixed, then we need your help. Please donate to protect and secure this historic evidence. We need your help securing the full forensic audit archives. Don't allow the only testable, objective, and reliable 2020 election evidence fall into obscurity. Millions were spent on getting it documented and tested. This is historic evidence. Not fixing 2020 will damn our nation forever. The historic Maricopa County full forensic audit effort processed 20,895,610 digital and forensic images of varying formats, resulted in 208 million individual evidence-proof files. The system processed over 58 billion forensic measurements, resulting in over 2 trillion individual base computations. No hopium, no hype, just hardcore forensic evidence. Please make sure the Maricopa County full forensic audit archives survive. Donate now. So if you want what happened in the 2020 election fixed, then please donate to protect and secure this historic evidence. We can't do it without you. We need you. America needs you. Our future needs you. Please donate now. Not fixing 2020 will damn our nation forever. Please donate now.